All right, BC, let's talk about this. This is, we always have a segment, and we don't have an audience tonight. We'd like to incorporate an audience. Live audience, I should
these
say.
Folks,
right, we normally have a live audience, I should say. So we normally like to try and incorporate, obviously not going to happen with a wall. If you have an opinion in the comments, feel free to let us know. But we're going to talk about your perfect brew room. If you had all the money in the world that you needed to purchase all the brewing equipment that you wanted, what would your brewing room look like?
Okay. Am I starting?
Yeah, I want you to start.
Okay, great. So there would be a floor drain.
Oh, yes.
Right in the middle.
Oh, man. Great. I love this start because that's like so key. I can't. That one time I spilled 5 gallons of mead in here, man, I would have killed for a floor drain.
There would be a floor drain right in the middle of the room. The entire room itself would be water resistant or waterproof. So that way, once a quarter, I could go in there with a pressure washer and just wash the whole room down. I would like it to be like 16-foot ceilings.
Ooh.
And everything would be on...
You're building a loft? What are you doing?
Yeah, something like that. No, it'd be 16-foot... I mean, even the same room I have right now, but with 16-foot ceilings. And I would have this system where, like window washers, they're on those like little things and they
Oh, yeah.
all my stuff would be on those. And at the press of a button, I could say,
man.
I could say, hey, Google, bring me the traditional meads. And all the 5-gallon carboys with traditional meads would
This is turning to a smart house. You're designing a smart house.
would come down so I could access them. Right? Because I'm so tired of my brew room just having stuff on the floor everywhere. All of my refrigeration would be built into the wall. It would not be sitting out in the middle of the room.
Yep.
It would be
Cool.
Flush with the wall. And any space that wasn't being used for gear and equipment and my fancy system of uppy downies.
This is turning to a theater. Like at theaters, they have all of the pulleys. You just go over and there's a little button, like turn on the one.
It would all be on my Googles, so I could just ask Google to do it. But all of the other space would be wine racks. And so I could store all of my wine, and then obviously I would have a like blackout situation on the windows. I hate having windows in that room. And then additionally, for my purposes, I would have proper studio lighting, and I would have boom mics that I could pull down.
Would it come
from
down
the
on the thing?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Hey Google, bring me my mic.
Hey Google, microphone too, please. So that way it's like a perfect space for all that. I think that's achievable.
I think that's achievable.
What would be your...
I'm imagining... What's funny is I'm imagining your current house.
With this
that room. That room. You just like walk in, you're like, what the...
Yeah, like the James Bond theme plays when I come through the door. Ba-dum, ba-dum. And the music from the GoldenEye pause screen would play.
On loop. Podcast listeners, this is a great time to say there's a podcast version of this. If you don't have time to watch it live, there's a podcast that comes out normally the next day or the day after that we record these, so you can listen live. You can not live, but
dun 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 dun. Just it's like ambiance,
Perfect.
Okay, what would how many washers?
You have really thought about this.
How many washers and dryers would you have?
3 at least.
3. Okay. There's kind of like a laundromat side where people could come in and do their.
I think that's my next merch is going to be like a washer.
A washer with like beer bottles coming out of the front of it. I would buy 3 of those. I'd buy the adult onesie version of that.
Just says Made Mead on the front. People are like, why? How does this doesn't make sense? Floor drain, I'm sold. Definitely that. Floors you can just clean up easy. That's a gem right there. My thing is I've seen so many really cool back like tap areas that I would love to have a setup where I have all my like almost like a bar setup as my background.
Okay.
So that'd be my brew room, and I want to get all of my like brewing, like all of this stuff away. Like I want to be able to just have my taps back behind and like a bar and just do everything from there. With
Like
like
a
a
nice,
sink, like a giant
Oh,
kitchen, like farm kitchen
I didn't even
sink.
think about sinks.
Yeah, like giant farm kitchen sink with one of those nice sprayers.
Big sink. Big sprayer. Yeah.
Comes down with Google.
Yeah. Hey, Google.
Bring my sprayer.
Clean my carboys. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, nice
You,
sink.
you want like a...
Maybe an own dishwasher, like next to it, just some like glasses and stuff, like behind the bar. I mean, that sounds.
Oh, one of those commercial ones where you like pull the sheath down and it washes them in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's what I want right there.
All right.
Maybe some. I mean, I like the idea of above storage, of keeping that. Like, I think I'll probably continue that. So like tall ceilings are nice. Or I'm still trying to convince my wife of this one day, is like if I get a long room, build a false wall that will be like where I like put all of my storage back behind. So there's a door and then it leads to the
like
storage.
A storage speakeasy.
And then you just put like your keezer or kegerator back behind and have the connections all going to the taps. That'd be super sick.
That would be legit. I don't know that this home is the right place.
This
for
home
that.
is not it. This is, yeah. I think I could wing out and almost touch the walls here. So
Chris is giving a callback to one of my old tips and tricks videos that you got to have a bidet in there too.
Oh,